They said to partner, name to name. My breath got caught before I came. I tapped his desk, my voice unsure, and whispered low what I deemed been. I used his name, it left my lips, the softest curve, the smallest slip. And in that sound the world stood still, a borrowed boldness, fragile thrill. He smiled and said, yeah, let's begin. I nodded slow, held breath within. But even now I still replay the way I spoke his name that day. I used his name, it left my lips, the softest curve, the smallest slip. And in that sound the world stood still, a borrowed boldness, fragile thrill. No one else had heard it yet, but I had carved it soft and set, a syllable that shook my skin and let my careful world begin. I used his name, it left my lips, the softest curve, the smallest slip. And in that sound the world stood still, a borrowed boldness, fragile thrill. I used his name, it left my lips, the softest curve, the smallest slip. And in that sound the world stood still, a borrowed boldness, fragile thrill. His folder slipped, the hallway froze, a scattered map of notes and prose. I bent before they touched the ground, a quiet crash, a chance unbound. He said thanks, I shrugged then smiled, but in that look my heart ran wild. Our hands touched once upon the floor and lingered one brief beat, not more. His pencil rolled near where I stood, I picked it up more than I should. He laughed and said, I'm such a mess, I wish that time would answer yes. He said thanks, I shrugged then smiled, but in that look my heart ran wild. Our hands touched once upon the floor and lingered one brief beat, not more. He said thanks, I shrugged and smiled, but in that look my heart ran wild. Our hands touched once upon the floor and lingered one brief beat, not more. He said thanks, I shrugged and smiled, but in that look my heart ran wild. Our hands touched once upon the floor and lingered one brief beat, not more. I passed my door, then looked around, just hoping you were hallway bound. The clock ticked fast, but not my feet. Each extra step a hope flame lit. You passed me once and said my name. Since then I walked the longest lane in hopes our paths would cross again and make the moment feel the same. They called me late, I didn't mind, because your smile was worth the fine. I took the long way just to see if maybe you would walk with me. You passed me once and said my name. Since then I walk the longest lane in hopes our paths would cross again and make the moment feel the same. You passed me once and said my name. Since then I walk the longest lane in hopes our paths would cross again and make the moment feel the same. You passed me once and said my name. Since didn't speak, the breeze was light, but time sat with us in the white, the kind of still that writes a vow of maybe someday, even now. No one owns a bench or tree, but somehow it belonged to me. The day I sat and didn't flee, when you were there and next to me. They painted anew next spring's bloom, but I remember still that room of wood and space and breath held tight. You in the shade, me in soft light. No one owns a bench or tree, but somehow it belonged to me. The day I sat and did not flee, when you were there and next to me. No one owns a bench or tree, but somehow it belonged to me. The day I sat and didn't flee, when you were there and next to me. I circled questions I already knew, then raised my hand and glanced at you. You walked right over, calm and sure. I shrugged, asked what, though I was brave. You leaned so close, I held my breath. The chalk dust danced, I feared my depth. You never guessed, you smiled and stayed, pretending to in your own way. Your hand brushed mine as you explained the simple part I'd well retained, but I just nodded, played along just to extend the quiet song. You leaned so close, I held my breath. The chalk dust danced, I feared my depth. You never guessed, you smiled and stayed, pretending to in your own way. Sometimes the truth's not what we say, but in the space we try to stay. A borrowed need, a given time to watch your lips shape every line. You leaned so close, I held my breath. The chalk dust danced, I feared my depth. You never guessed, you smiled and stayed, pretending to in your own way. You leaned so close, I held my breath. The chalk dust danced, I feared my depth. You He shivered once, the room too cold. I had it wrapped but played it bold. I said you won and pulled it free. A borrowed shield from wind and me. He wore it once, I wore the ache. Each thread returned a memory stake. He smelled of wind, of breath, of rain. My jacket came but not the same. It held his heat, it held his grin. His handprint brushed the outer rim. And when he swallowed, my arms were bare. But in his warmth I didn't care. He wore it once, I wore the ache. Each thread returned a memory stake. He smelled of wind, of breath, of rain. My jacket came but not the same. It wasn't cold, not really then. But giving meant I'd feel again. To see it worn, to see it fit, was all I needed, just that bit. He wore it once, I wore the ache. Each thread returned a memory stake. He smelled of wind, of breath, of rain. My jacket came but not the same. He wore it once, I wore the ache. Each thread returned a memory stake. He smelled of wind, of breath, of rain. My jacket came but not the same. They called us all to line in rows. I watched him move, then chose my pose. A simple step, a little lean. And now I'm part of where he'd been. We posed for years in that one frame. My elbow touched him soft, not plain. He didn't flinch, just stood so calm. And now that photo's where I'm drawn. The smile he gave was wide and light. I mirrored mine, though nerves held tight. And though we stood for just a beat, the print remains where hearts still meet. We posed for years in that one frame. My elbow touched him soft, not plain. He didn't flinch, just stood so calm. And now that photo's where I'm drawn. glance and find that tiny link of when I dared, of when I blinked. We posed for years in that one frame. My elbow touched him soft, not plain. He didn't flinch, just stood so calm. And now that photo's where I'm drawn. I slowed my pace when class was done, just to be near that certain one. I saw his bag, I saw his stride, and placed myself just close behind. He never knew I slowed my pace to catch his scent, to see his face. He asked the cook, I watched his hands and spread that bait and tray and drove. He turned around, I looked away, pretending not to plan the day. He spoke a joke, I laughed along, though I had heard it all day long. He never knew I slowed my pace to catch his scent, to see his face. He asked the cook, I watched his hands and stood where fate might take its chance. I didn't need a fancy seat, just wanted our small rhythms meet. To be behind, to breathe his air and live a moment unaware. He never knew I slowed my pace to catch his scent, to see his face. He asked the cook, I watched his hands and stood where fate might take its chance. He chose it first, I followed fast, a tale from someone else's past. But every word that met his hand was now a thread I'd understand. He chose it first, I followed fast, a tale from someone else's past. But every word that met his hand chose it first, I followed fast, a tale from someone else's past. But every word that met his hand was now a thread I'd understand. They say books take you far away, but this one stayed just here that day. A story written years ago became the thing that let me glow. He chose it first, I followed fast, a tale from someone else's past. But every word that met his hand was now a thread I'd understand. I'd understand. The test was near, I had it down, each line, each page, each scribbled now. But still I turned and asked him slow, could I wrote what you wrote? Notes I knew by heart, but asked just to watch his fingers clasp. He smiled and passed them spiral bound, and in those lines my pulse was found. He wrote with slant, a gentle margins full of dreams and guilt. I read the page but watched his face as if each sentence held a trace. Notes I knew by heart, but asked too slow to leave, my feet too still, my heart on sleeve. Last notes played, but I stayed on, hoping he'd still hum a song. The crowd was gone, the lights were low, but maybe he would see, would know. He stood, unplugged his last skate on, but glassed around, not very far. He caught my eyes, then didn't speak, but nodded once, a gesture meek. Last notes played, but I stayed on, hoping he'd still hum a song. The crowd was gone, the lights were low, but maybe he would see, would know. Last notes played, but I stayed on, hoping he'd still hum a song. The crowd was gone, the lights were low, but maybe he would see, would know. I didn't need applause or glow, just stayed behind to let it grow. A final chord, a quiet tune, to leave me dreaming past the moon. Da 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 Last notes played, but I stayed on, hoping he'd still hum a song. The crowd was gone, the lights were low, but maybe he would see, would know. Da 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 I packed 2 cookies, maybe more, though yesterday I'd brought just 4. I sat where he would always sit, then laid the snack, pretending it held out. The bag, heart in the crumbs, he asked for me. I nodded dumb, he bit and smiled. I chewed too slow and let that chocolate moment grow. asked for me. I nodded dumb, he bit and smiled. I chewed too slow and let that chocolate moment grow. Held out the bag, heart in the crumbs. He asked for me. I nodded dumb, he bit and smiled. I chewed too slow and let that chocolate moment grow. They listed teams and asked for hands. I waited till he chose his stand, then raised my own just after he, and hoped that fate would let it be. An oath that yes, they met again and shared task lines with ballpoint pens. And though the work was slow and plain, I felt the sun behind the rain. We cut and taped, we stapled to each laugh he dropped. I followed through a project small, but space to be beside a moment shared with me. We both said yes, then met again and shared task lines with ballpoint pens. And though the work was slow and plain, I felt the sun behind the rain. We both said yes, then met again and shared task lines with ballpoint pens. And though the work was slow and plain, I felt the sun behind the rain. Yes, then met again and shared task lines with ballpoint pens. And though the work was slow and plain, I felt the sun behind the rain. The grass was wide, the space was free, but I chose near where he might be. I laid my bag, my knees bent slow, close enough but not to show. The grass was wide, but I sat close. A quiet move, a whispered dose. He didn't shift, just glanced around and let his eyes land where I'm found. Dun, 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 dun. The sun was soft, the breeze was light. He hummed a tune, I caught it right. And though no word was meant to land, I placed my palm beside his hand. The grass was wide, but I sat close. A quiet move, a whispered dose. He didn't shift, just glanced around and let his eyes land where I'm found. Sometimes a step is just a sit, the daring lion where we fit. I didn't need to call or wave, I sat where something soft could save. The grass was wide, but I sat close. A quiet move, a whispered dose. He didn't shift, just glanced around and let his eyes land where I'm found. He reached to find, but had no pen. I knew I had two, maybe 10. Still I paused a breath and said, here, take this one. And then the pen I gave was mine to lose, a tiny thing I chose to choose. He looked and smiled and clicked it once, and that one sound rewrote my months. The shell returned, but not the spark. That little lung had lit the dark. The pen I gave was mine to lose, a tiny thing I chose to choose. He looked and smiled, then clicked it once, and that one sound rewrote mine on its rewrote mine its The others left, the light stayed dim. I stayed and held just near to him. I stacked some chairs, aligned the desk while watching how he moved burlesque. Stay nearby, stacking chairs just to stay nearby. He smiled once, I felt the sky. A joke was shared, a mop was passed, and every second seemed to last. The clock moved on, but not my feet. Each moment stretched a slow repeat. He didn't rush, I didn't leave. Together, paused in time, short weave. Steamy deep, stacking chairs just to stay nearby. He smiled once, I felt the sky. A joke was shared, a mop was passed, and every second seemed to last. Maybe the floor didn't need that clean, but hearts will hide where love has been. So I stayed late with every sweep to leave a trace I'd always keep. Stay nearby, steady chairs just to stay nearby. He smiled once, I felt the sky. A joke was shared, a mop was passed, and every second seemed to last. The clouds rolled in, the bell had rung. The air was still, my bag half slung. He stepped outside, so did I too, and said, "You need some cover, do you?" Fabric over both our heads, the street was washed, the sky was red. His shoulder brushed the side of mine, and silence said, "What heart's design?" tilted back without a why. Held fabric over both our heads. The street was washed, the sky was red. His shoulder brushed the side of mine, and silence said what hearts design. The rain, it came just like a gift, a reason small, a gentle shift. He might not know, but skies had planned to press us close with just one hand. Held fabric over both our heads. The street was washed, the sky was red. His shoulder brushed the side of mine, and silence said what hearts design. Held fabric over both our heads. Held fabric over both our heads. I stood where he once passed me by, the corner near the cloudy sky. I checked my watch, though time was slow. A place to stay, just hope to grow. Stood still where he had passed, the memory held the moment, cast no words, no plan, just breeze and beat. My feet replayed where his had me. Maybe he'd walk again this way. A passing glance, a look that stayed. And if he didn't, still I'd wait. This spot had something I couldn't fake. I stood still where he had passed, the memory held the moment, cast no words, no plan, just breeze and beat. My feet replayed where his had me. Stood still where he had passed, the memory held the moment, cast no words, no plan, just breeze and beat. My feet replayed where his had me. Some places hold what hearts let go. A spot, a breeze, a soft hello. And though he walked just once or twice, it's where I placed a small device. Stood still where he had passed, the memory held the moment, cast no words, no plan, just breeze and beat. My feet replayed where his had me. Stood still where he had passed, the memory held the moment, cast no words, no plan, just breeze and beat. My feet replayed where his had me. just loved his walk with me, his voice, the way he tilted his head. The book I lost was found instead. I asked, he searched, then smiled slow. No, but I'll help you check, let's go. We walked the hall, just us, just two. A book not found, but something new. Maybe I left it there on cue, so fate could make a path for two. He never knew, but that's okay. The book I wrote was from that day. I asked, he searched, then smiled slow. No, but I'll help you check, let's go. We walked the hall, just us, just two. A book not found, but something new. I asked, he searched, then smiled slow. No, but I'll help you check, let's go. We walked the hall, just us, just two. A book not found, but something new. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. They all walked out, the class was done, but I stayed back. Said I forgot one, my bag half zip, my breath a skip, a little gasp, a playful stall. A little gasp, a playful stall. One more glance, that's all it called. He turned to look, his hand midair. I smile like I left something there. He stayed a sec, then asked me low, you okay? I let my voice slow, oh, just forgot my never mind. He laughed and waited, being kind. A little gasp, a playful stall. One more glance, that's all it called. He turned to look, his hand midair. I smile like I left something there. Dun, 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 It wasn't real, but it was true. The way I stayed to stay with you. Just one more minute in your light before the day gave way to night. A little gasp, a playful stall. One more glance, that's all it called. He turned to look, his hand midair. I smile like I left something there. A little gasp, a playful stall. but still I pace my quiet feet and place myself behind his frame, like waiting was the sweetest game. One step behind just to breathe in the way he moved, the way he grinned. He turned to check if I was there. I smiled like it was unaware. His tray, his steps, the menu slow. I didn't care where we would go. I only hoped the line would crawl so I could stay behind it all. One step behind just to breathe in the way he moved, the way he grinned. He turned to check if I was there. I smiled like it was unaware. And though the line was just a cue, it felt like something soft and true. The distance small but near enough to make pretend I felt his blood. One step behind just to breathe in the way he moved, the way he grinned. He turned to check if I was there. I smiled like it was unaware. One step behind just to breathe in the way he moved, the way he grinned. He turned to check if I was there. I smiled like it was unaware. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I knew the room, the stairs, the door, but still I circled once or more, then paused beside him just to ask, as if the path was such a task. Asked where to go, just to stay a minute more before the day. He pointed right, I barely heard. His smile cut through each spoken word. He didn't mock, he didn't tease, just stood there kind, completely eased. And though I knew the route before, I lingered like I still want more. Asked where to go, just to stay a minute more before the day. He pointed right, I barely heard. His smile cut through each spoken pretended I forgot, just for the chance to be in frame beside the one who knew my name. I swear to go just to stay a minute more before the day. He pointed right, I barely heard his smile cut through each snow-skinned wind. I swear to go just to stay a minute more before the day. He pointed right, I barely heard his smile cut through each spoken word. The bench was wide with room to sing, but something pulled me next to where he watched the clouds in steady pace. I took the space beside his grace. He didn't show. The bench was long, but I sat near. No reason, claim, no voice to hear. He didn't flinch, he didn't move. Just let me settle in that groove. Settle in that groove. Some seats are just a place to be, but his made room enough for me. And though no words were passed or kept, my nearness said what silence wept. I slowed my step, pretended stone, untied the loop that held my pace, and knelt beside his resting space. She knelt beside him without need. Her fingers slow, her laces freed. No words exchanged, just space and ground, where silence felt like safest sound. He glanced but didn't ask or move. Just let me tie and let me prove that sometimes nearness takes no call. Just shared air on a park bench wall. She knelt beside him without need. Her fingers slow, her laces freed. No words exchanged, just space and ground, where silence felt like safest sound. She knelt beside him without need. Her fingers slow, her laces freed. No words exchanged, just space and ground, where silence felt like safest sound. She knelt beside him without need. Her fingers slow, her laces freed. No words exchanged, just space and ground, where silence felt like safest sound. I knew the answer more or less, but still I stalled, my voice a guess. Can you explain that part again? He smiled and pointed with his pen. She leaned close to explain the rules, his words slow like they taught in schools. But I just heard the way he said each word like song inside my head. He didn't rush, didn't pull back, just drew small arrows on my stack. And every line he paused to read felt like a moment built to need. She leaned close to explain the rules, his words slow like they taught in schools. But I just heard the way he said each word like song inside my head. I didn't need the help at all, but sometimes hearts need ways to call. And if a question buys some space, then let me stay and learn his face. She leaned close to explain the rules, his words slow like they taught in schools. song you always know. He blinked, then smiled like it was tough, as if one choice weren't quite enough. I asked about his favorite song, a reason just to stay there alone, to watch him think, to hear him say the tune that danced across his day. He hummed a line I barely knew, but now it plays my whole way through. And every time that chorus plays, I see his eyes, those quiet rays. I asked about his favorite song, a reason just to stay there alone, to watch him think, to hear him say the tune that danced across his day. It wasn't big, it wasn't loud, but in that beat I felt unclouded. And now I learn each line by heart, like every lyric plays its part. I asked about his favorite song, a reason just to stay there alone, to watch him think, to hear him say the tune that danced across his day. Do, do, do. It rolled too far to call mistake. Across the floor, a silent quake. He bent and smiled, handed it slow. A passing spark, I hoped he'd know. I dropped my pen, or maybe not, just want it closed. The thing I sought, he touched it first. I touched his hand, a second staged I hadn't planned. He didn't blink, just looked and passed, like nothing odd had just been cast. But I could feel it in my skin, that brush, that pause, that little wind. I dropped my pen, or maybe not, just want it closed. The thing I sought, he touched it first. I touched his hand, a second staged I hadn't planned. And though it seems too small to me, that moment shines in every scene. Sometimes a pen, a slip, a fall can build the biggest wall to cross. stood and watched it disappear. One foot still back, my reason clear. He came too late but just in time, and smiled like missing wasn't crime. I missed the bus on purpose, slow, just for a walk where we could go. No plan, no ride, just steps we take as quiet choices start to wake. He didn't ask me why I stayed, just kicked a stone and gently swayed, and we began a little room that neither one would talk about. I missed the bus on purpose, slow, just for a walk where we could go. No plan, no ride, just steps we take as quiet choices start to wake. And though I came to school quite late, that stroll became my favorite date. The walk, the wait, the pause, the grin were worth the tardy I walked in. I missed the bus on purpose, slow, just for a walk where we could go. No plan, no ride, just steps we take as quiet choices start to wake. I missed the bus on purpose, slow, just for a walk where we could go. No plan, no ride, just steps we take as quiet choices start to wake. I knew the hour, knew the bell, but still I turned to where he fell. He looked and tapped his sleeve just twice. A pause like that felt more than nice. I asked him what the time might be, but really just to hear and see the way his voice said almost two felt like a start, like something new. I didn't check his phone or face, just said it's off, no need for pace. chat would always last. 'Cause sometimes all we really need is just a borrowed clock to lead. I asked him what the time might be, but really just to hear and see the way his voice said almost too. Felt like a star, like something new. I asked him what the time might be, but really just to hear and see. I asked him what the time might be, but really just to hear and see. I had my own, I really did, but still I asked, kept my tone. If he didn't mind, just smiled and passed a piece of pink that held me fence. I borrowed his eraser light, a reason just to hold it tight. He didn't know, or maybe guess, but something sparked within my chest. I traced the edge, his name was there, just barely carved, like he might care. I used it slow, erased one line, just to keep his moment mine. I borrowed his eraser light, a reason just to hold it tight. He didn't know, or maybe guess, but something sparked within my chest. And when he asked to have it back, I handed it with heart intact, but etched the feeling in my mind that sometimes love's a borrowed sign. I borrowed his eraser light, a reason just to hold it tight. He didn't know, or maybe guess, but something sparked within my chest. Muttered lines too low to hear, the kind that just might disappear. But then she laughed and leaned in close and whispered loud what mattered most. She whispered it louder for laughs, like handing me a second chance. And every chuckle that they made was built from what I didn't say. She could have kept it to herself or tossed it on a laughing shelf, but somehow she made space for me inside that burst of harmony. She whispered it loud of her laughs, like handing me a second chance. And every chuckle that they made was built from what I didn't say. Some help you speak, some take your place, but she just gave my joke her grace. And now I write them twice as quick, because I know she'll always stick. She whispered it loud of her laughs, like handing me a second chance. And every chuckle that they made was built from what I didn't say. I reached up high, the sun came through, a stretch aside, the morning knew. She stood nearby, no word to send, but smiled before I could descend. She smiled when I reached high, didn't ask the reason why, just caught a piece of something mine and gave it back with just her shine. She didn't talk, just leaned and grinned, like seeing me was where it begins. And now I stretch each break I find to see if maybe she's behind. She smiled when I reached high, didn't ask the reason why, just caught a piece of something mine and gave it back with just her shine. Some glances go and never stay, but hers still shines in every day. It lit the stretch and made it sweet, a passing gaze that felt complete. She smiled when I reached high, didn't ask the reason why, just caught a piece of something mine and gave Just caught a piece of something mine and gave it back with Jill's trash. I froze, the stage began to spin. My line had vanished deep within. She looked at me, then faced the crowd and sang the line soft, not too loud. She sang the line I missed, not with pride or power twist, just enough to help me stay and sing again another day. No one clapped, no teacher paused, but I remember just because it wasn't big, it wasn't bold, but it was warm against the cold. She sang the line I missed, not with pride or power twist, just enough to help me stay and sing again another day. She sang the line I missed, not with pride or power twist, just enough to help me stay and sing again another day. She sang the line I missed, not with pride or power twist, just enough to help me stay and sing again another day. Beneath my book, it wasn't planned. A folded, no, not bold or grand. No name, no date, just lines I knew from something only we'd been through. Her handwriting, I knew it. words were soft, a song we liked, a lyric line from Tuesday's Mic. I held that paper all the way and read it twice the very same day. Her handwriting, I knew it, a girl that never tried to fit. And though she signed with just a dash, she lit my chest in one quick flash. I still have that little square, folded, creased, but handled with care. Because sometimes love is never spoke, it's just a line that someone wrote. Her handwriting, I knew it, a girl that never tried to fit. And though she signed with just a dash, she lit my chest in one quick flash. Her handwriting, I knew it, a girl that never tried to fit. And though she signed with just a dash, she lit my chest in one quick flash. The room cleared out, the voices gone, but she stayed seated, headphones on, pretending like she had a plan, but really just stayed till she stayed till I was done. Didn't speak, didn't run, just let the silence hold the air, so I could finish knowing she was there. Each word I wrote felt less alone, because I knew she hadn't gone. No pressure, no distracting call, just presence in an empty hall. She stayed till I was done. Didn't speak, didn't run, just let the silence hold the air, so I could finish knowing she was there. Some love is loud, some bursts like light, but hers was just not leaving right. And in that patience I could see how strong the quiet love could be. She stayed till I was done. Didn't speak, didn't run, just let the silence hold the air, so I could finish knowing she was there. She stayed till I was done. Didn't speak, didn't run, just let the silence hold the air. a cookie sweet, her tiny grin. She slipped her cookie into mine. No words exchanged, no glaring sign. But in that snack was something more, a care I never asked her for. It tasted better than the way, because it came without request. She didn't need to make it big, just pass the sweet behind a gig. She slipped her cookie into mine. No words exchanged, no glaring sign. But in that snack was something more, a care I never asked her for. But hers was silent, soft and true. It melted more than just the bite. It stayed with me till late that night. She slipped her cookie into mine. No words exchanged, no glaring sign. But in that snack was something more, a care I never asked her for. I walked in late, heart in my throat, scanning chairs like trying to float. She caught my eye, then looked ahead, but pointed once and smiled, "Oh, stay." She pointed once, then smiled, held that chair like something mild, not loud or grand, no extra greed, but she had saved me that one seat. I once saw no hands were raised, no teacher paused, no hallway praised. But in that seat, my breath grew still, as if I finally had free will. She pointed once, then smiled, held that chair like something mild, not loud or grand, no extra greed, but she had saved me that one seat. Some gifts arrive with ribbon and tape, but hers was space, was quiet escape. A gesture passed with eyes alone that made my loneliness feel known. She pointed once, then smiled. across without a glance. Took my pen like it was chance. No ask, no pause, no silent plea, like borrowing was meant to be. She picked my pen like it was hers, a gesture small but full of words. And when she wrote, I couldn't think of anything but that black ink. I watched her draw a little heart beside her name, a subtle start. She clicked it shut and passed it back like nothing passed along that track. She picked my pen like it was hers, a gesture small but full of words. And when she wrote, I couldn't think of anything but that black ink. Some girls ask, some softly try, but she just did and caught my eye. I wonder still what she had seen when she took that pen from me. She picked my pen like it was hers, a gesture